listening to Canmore.
We're all loaded up. We've got our bikes in the back of the FJ. It's a tight fit, but we did it. Hotel in Canmore. We got in last night at about 9:30. We're staying at the Wind Tower and it is now 7 o'clock in the morning and we are just getting our gear all packed up to head out. We're going to head out on a hike called the Tent Ridge Horseshoe. It's I think 10.9 kilometers and it's supposed to have amazing views. So let's go. We made it to the parking lot. A few vehicles were here when we got here and a few more pulled in already. It's around 8 o'clock right now and we are heading to the trailhead.
We've made it a few hundred meters up the trail. We've got hot and it started to rain a little bit, so we've changed. We're down to our base layers and our rain layers, and then we're just kind of enjoying it here. Nice to have a break already, and we're going to continue on the trail. We've had a great time so far, and there's a little bit of people in front of us, so that's good for keeping the bears away.
Definitely has some rain on now. Getting a little bit wet, but it's not too bad. We just met another hiker who was actually going down. He said there was a bear on the ridge, but there was a few groups of hikers that were just still going ahead and kind of waiting it out. So I'll show you. I can see some hikers making their way up. Not sure where the bear is or what we're going to do, but we'll maybe just hang out here for a minute and see what the plan is. You see right up there? Alright, we're gonna make our way up the peak here. This is where we came from just now. Got some views that are a bit socked in. And we're gonna head on up and see what the story is up top here.
Where are we at, Beck?
We're heading towards the top of Tent Ridge, and there's a little rainbow. I don't know if you can see it in the video.
You can see it.
A beautiful little rainbow.
What
With
lake?
rain comes a rainbow.
What's that lake?
Spray Lake?
Spray Lake.
Spray Lakes. We made it to the top. Views just keep getting better. And oh, there's the sun trying to come through. So we're making the call to turn back around. We're back down at the bottom, exactly where we started. So even though Tent Ridge Horseshoe is a loop trail, we got up to that really windy point and our hands were freezing and we weren't really sure what the rest of the hike was going to look like. So we turned back. We saw a few people ahead of us even. We could tell from where they were that they were turning back too, so we just decided to turn back and come back. So our 10.9 kilometer hike turned into 7.9 the way we did it as kind of an out and back, and I stopped my watch at exactly 4 hours just when we got down here. So that was our morning. Even with the weather, it was still a beautiful time to be outside. Like I said, we got to see that rainbow. And I think it was worth it. What do you think?
Yeah, it was worth it. Sure it was. It was a long, hard go, but now we know when it's raining and windy and you're on the top of a mountain, bring some little hot pockets for your gloves and you might last another 10 minutes.
Yeah. Different kind of day as we drive down. We're partway down the Spray Lakes Road here, and the sky's opening up a little bit. The rain has mostly stopped. You can see Spray Lakes over there.
You can see on the gravel it hasn't even rained.
Yeah, the gravel's not wet like it was. I'm so interested by this whole area because it's so funny to me just to see like those random vehicles just parked there. Like somebody knows there's a good hike. And I just would love to be able to spend a lot of time out here and get to know all these places and do all the hikes. We're at the 310 Tank Brewery for our lunch today. They're the Grizzly Paw Brewing Company. And we've got a little Tommy Tijuana's pizza here to enjoy. Hello everyone, it's day 2 of our Canmore trip. We are up fairly early and ready to head out for a run here. I know our video will have just kind of dropped off yesterday after we went for our late lunch at the Tank 310. But after that we really just walked around downtown for a couple of hours. It ended up starting to rain. We went to the grocery store and then came back to the hotel. It was still raining, so we pretty much stayed in. Well, we did stay in for the night, and yeah, we just ate here what we picked up at the grocery store. We have a little kitchenette in our hotel room. So as you can see, it is a beautiful morning here in Canmore. It's a little bit windy, but we are excited to go out and hit some trails running, and then we'll see what else we get up to today. Guys, this is what we get to run in today. I just can't ever get over this view. It's so gorgeous. The head marks the beginning of the Policeman Creek.
So you go this way.
Boardwalk trail. So we're gonna head off onto that. It's an out and back. The trail system we are learning is very extensive within Canmore, so it's really awesome. Pretty much at every intersection you come across one of these trail maps, and it lets you know where you are, and then it just gives a picture of the closest trail options. So we're going to continue on back here. We obviously missed our what I think is the Policeman Creek boardwalk, but we're gonna come through here and maybe connect back up. We'll see. The wind tower up here on Kananaskis Way. I used to have a really good continental breakfast right inside here, which of course right now is closed down. We're heading out for brunch. Here is the Summit Cafe. It's across the #1 highway. So I went with the breakfast bagel. Travis got an omelet, which comes with hash browns and toast. That was such a good breakfast. Highly recommend the Summit Cafe for breakfast or for lunch. It looks like they've got a good lunch menu too. We're just driving around looking at houses, and there's a little foxy.
So we're getting ready to go to the Legacy Trail. We're gonna ride our pedal bikes from Banff to Canmore, and then that's gonna be our afternoon. Hopefully it doesn't rain on us, and hopefully the weather stays out nice, and hopefully we can get on the bus. We only have to go one way.
We made it here to Banff using the transit bus from Canmore to Banff. We were on our way to the visitor center at Canmore to get on the bus, and we met the bus actually, which it was 40 minutes before its schedule. So we decided to quickly drive to the last stop in Canmore, which was the Holiday Inn, and we got our bikes ready really quickly and jumped on the bus when it got there. We forgot our bike locks, and the weather, well, it's sunny right now, but there seems to be lots of weather system moving through, so we might just jump right on the bikes and head right back to Canmore on the Legacy Trail, which was our plan anyways, but we were thinking we would have a little bit of time to enjoy Banff a bit, but we will probably just get ready and get on the trail and head back to Canmore on the Legacy Bike Trail. We made it to Banff Avenue before we needed to shed some layers. We're ready to head out. A little sun and a little snow. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it?
Sleeting.
Now we've left Banff National Park and it's turned into the Trans-Canada Trail. So continue. It's turned into a beautiful day for a bike ride. Check out the stats for the trail. Just had a 394 bicyclists go by. So here at the Holiday Inn is where we caught the bus. So we made it back to the FJ here. We were not too long on the road, less than an hour for sure.
If it was sunny and warm, it'd be excellent. You know, we're lucky we had our layers here. So.
Yeah, it'd be nice to go out in the morning and spend some time in Banff. Like I said, we don't have our bike locks, so that would have been a little tricky for us, but
yeah,
it was a really great trip. We had another little bit of a rest stop at the hotel room, and we are now in the Spring Creek area. We are going to try and get into the Sterling Lounge for dinner. It's almost 6 o'clock, so it might be their busiest time, but we're gonna go and see if we can get a table.
Hey, we're all at the Sterling Lounge having our Thanksgiving supper here. It's super nice. Pretty nice vibe. Very nice new facility.
And starting with
Caesar.
and a Caesar.
Caesar salad.
So I went for a very traditional Thanksgiving supper here. We got a kiwi burger. It's got pineapple and barbecue sauce on it, and some French fries. What did you get, Trav?
I ended up with the prime rib with horseradish, vegetables, potato, and red wine. Looks good. Looks like we should have a good supper.
Just cruising around Canmore again, checking out the different areas, dreaming about houses for sale.
We bought quiche the other day at the JK Bakery, and they are putting it in the oven for our breakfast this morning. After a brief altercation with the smoke detector, we are ready to enjoy our quiche. How's the first few bites, Jeff?
Really good.
Really good. Got a little snow here in Canmore, and we are socked in for as far as we can see anyways. We're gonna head out right away and see what the rest of the town looks like. So we're just checked out of the wind tower, ready to head back into Canmore. What are your thoughts about the wind tower?
Wind tower, it's starting to show its age a little more than maybe some of the other places for sure. But for affordability, nice place, full kitchenette, you know, nice room. It's good. It's definitely a good value price place to stay. I would come back here for sure.
So we are in Beamer's Coffee Bar. It's just on one of the side streets here down from Main Street. And we had just stopped at the Rocky Mountain Bagel Company, which is very popular in Canmore, and there was probably like 15 people in line. It was really crazy and busy in there. And here we just walked right in, and they had amazing things in their little bakery counter. And I've got an apple cider. Travis has his coffee, and it all looks and smells amazing. We're out walking in a very quiet downtown. It's only 10 a.m. on the Monday of the long weekend. But I wanted to show you some of our favorite places in Canmore to shop. So the Rocky Mountain Soap Company, Mountain Mercantile is definitely one of my favorite shops. We love Valhalla Fair. Stonewater's Home is another really nice store, as well as the tin box there. More walk along the Bow Valley here, enjoying the colors of fall. And we're pretty much ready to get back in the FJ and make our drive back home. We are heading out of Canmore. We're going to take the Three Sisters Parkway out, but I am loving these mountains peeking out through the clouds. How beautiful is that? Oh my gosh, look at them.